So as you're watching this, I'm back from my first week back at university for semester 2, 2014. But right now, as I'm filming this, it's only Tuesday, but I have nothing but good news to report from the university front. While I was honestly expecting a sort of kind of average day on Monday, it turned into an amazing day after I encountered a beautiful sunrise, being able to spend hours with all of my amazing friends, and then witnessing a beautiful sunset on the way back. A sunset so gorgeous that Sydney would not shut up about it. I also had my first class for the semester, which was fine. I had my first reading for the semester completed, which was amazing. And I finished my first ever tute prep for the semester, a full 7 days before it's due. Then today, being Tuesday, I had my first ever 3-hour class for the semester, a seminar on terror and religion, and it was as fascinating as it was long. Suffice it to say that my start to the semester has been amazing, and I only hope that for the rest of the semester I'm able to do as much work without being stressed as I have this week, and I'm able to spend as much time with my friends as I have been able to this week. If you want to catch little glimpses into what it's like to be at university with my friends, or at least with just me, remember to subscribe to the second channel where you'll see little videos like Sky Friends. So a few of you have commented and asked me to give you a couple more tips on how to survive semester, because apparently you guys can't get enough of me talking about ways in which you can survive the semester, and I'm delighted to say that I'm going to oblige you on this occasion, and the rest of this video is pretty much going to be me giving you tips on university. Next week, however, vlogs are going to take a little bit of a turn, because I'm either going to be presenting to you a vlog on something that I did during the holidays, during the last couple of days of the holidays in fact, or I'm going to be giving you the first ever Lachlan class recap vlog, so stay tuned for that next week. But for now, here are some more tips on how to survive university and how potentially to get ahead in some of your classes. Make sure you read your course outlines from cover to cover, because that is chock-a-block full of all of the information that you're going to need for your courses throughout the semester. It's pretty much mandatory that in there they have to tell you how to handle the submission of assessments, how to handle late submissions, how to handle being sick and having misadventures and not being able to submit on time, how to handle class attendance, and also every single due date for everything you have in your class. Once you've read your course outlines from cover to cover, it's useful to take every single reference to a date sometime in the future during semester and chuck it on a calendar or a wall planner so that you can look at it at a glance when you need to. This means that at any given point in time you can just check your calendar and know exactly how many assessments you have coming up, when they're going to be coming up, and you can get a rough idea of the sort of work that you're going to have to do in the next couple of days to prepare for them. In addition to marking down specific dates for things that you have due during the semester, it's important that you should note when you have incredibly busy assessment-rich weeks, because you're going to want to avoid doing anything voluntary in terms of picking a week to do a tutorial presentation in those weeks. If you've got gaps in between classes, consider making use of that time rather than just sitting around waiting for your next class, or worse, just deciding you're going to go home and forget the second class altogether. Whether it's solo study, group study, or a social event, doing something in that time on campus will keep you there, make sure that you can keep attendance in that class, and it will also get you in the habit of having long-ish days where you're out of the house, because once you get out of university, that's pretty much guaranteed what you're going to be facing. If you have a list of course readings or a textbook in which you have to read 1 chapter a week or even more chapters a week, consider taking out a pencil and marking down next to each chapter what week you need to read it for. This means that if you know you have a class in a couple of days and you want to get a reading done for it, all you have to do is pull out the text or the list of readings, scroll down to find what week it is, and just do that reading. If you have a lot of online readings for any of your courses, consider going through that entire list of URLs now, opening every single one and saving them to your hard drive. Also, if you have a lot of digital handouts or things that you need to download from Moodle for certain weeks, consider doing that in bulk as well. That will save you a lot of time down the road, and worst comes to worst, if they change something, all you have to do is delete what you've got and re-download it. Finally, make sure that you recognize that failure isn't the end of any particular road, and in fact, failing is often the only thing that can help us grow further as human beings. While it can be disappointing to get bad marks back for an assessment, especially when you thought you did a really good job on that assessment and put a lot of effort into it, but in the end, your failings are really just revealing to you what is left to be done to gain mastery over your course. Take the feedback that the teaching staff give you, comb through it for any little thing that you've picked up on that you could improve on, and then spend some time practicing or working on improving that skill, so that when you have to use it next on another assessment task, you know you'll do a much better job than last time. If you've missed any of my previous tips videos, you can find links to the playlist in the description of this video, and also my second channel where you can subscribe to keep up with just the random little tidbits that go on in my life. I hope you're having a wonderful day/evening. I hope that you're having a good term/semester, and I hope that together we can make it one of the best we've ever had.